Hey there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. This is Selfcare Karen, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing what I think is a cult beauty product, Sunday Riley's Good Jeans. I have been wanting to try this skincare product for a long time. This video is going to be all about Sunday Riley's Good Jeans, which is a serum which you are supposed to apply every day. Now, I got a set from Ulta Beauty when I was there last year visiting in Chicago. This is the kit, the set I got. So I was initially actually going to be reviewing 3 Sunday Riley products. I'll explain. This is called the Power Couple Mini and has got Good Jeans and Luna in it. And Good Jeans is, now I've looked into it more. Good Jeans is, there are 2 versions. There's a glycolic acid one and a lactic acid one. The one I've got is the all-in-one lactic acid treatment. That's the Good Jeans. And then there was a little bottle of Luna, which is a sleeping night oil. Unfortunately, I never actually got to try out that night oil because just as I was about to apply it, it fell on the bathroom floor and smashed into 1,000 pieces. This oil is like a blue color, a dark blue color, but apparently it says here, apply at night to clean dry face. Luna goes from blue to clear when massaged into the skin. I never got that far, so I don't know if that is the case, and I'm very, very upset about it. But anyway, I wanted to carry on, and so I'm just reviewing this Good Jeans all-in-one lactic treatment, but maybe just is not the right word because I've also been using this. This was in obviously it's a really small size. This was in a pack that I got as well from Ulta Beauty at the same time I bought this Power Couple Duo. And this is the Sunday Riley Light-Hearted Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Zinc Oxide Turmeric Blue Light Defense. Okay, so it's just like an SPF, which I've been using as I've been using up the Good Jeans. Okay, it's not completely finished, but I wanted to keep, hopefully there's a little bit left in here because I wanted to show what it looks like and apply some to my hand. But basically what I've been doing with this product is I've been using a cleanser that I know works well for me. I've been using the Marks & Spencer's Hot Cloth Cleanser, the formula one. And I recently actually did a tried and tested of various Marks & Spencer formula skincare products. So if you'd like to see that video, then you can just link to it up here. And then, so I've been cleansing every morning, and then I kind of put a cleanser on, get in the shower, wash it off, come out, and then I've been applying this Good Jeans, and then I've been putting on a day cream, and I've used different day creams as I'm just trying to use some stuff up at the moment, and then I've been putting the sunscreen on top. So actually it's quite a good test for the sunscreen to see if it works on top of different creams because they don't always do that. Anyway, specifically about the Good Jeans, first of all, let me tell you, I think this is a great name for a product, Good Jeans, and I actually consider myself to have really good skincare genes, and I think that actually does play a big part in what your skin looks like genetics. And I say this because my grandfather, and you know, he lived to the ripe old age of 100. He was nearly 101, and then he passed away. But as he would say, he got a good innings. He had a very, very wonderful, rich and fulfilling life from my point of view anyway. I hope he felt that way too. His skin was amazing. Even, you know, when he was over 100, yes, he had wrinkles, but his skin was very soft and he aged really, really well. He also had all his hair, it'd gone white, but he had a full head of hair. And my mum, who is now in her 80th year, nearly 81, she has got amazing skin for her age. Now, she doesn't look after it the way that I look after my skin, but maybe that's a kind of rationale for saying that all these skincare products at the end, you know, may or may not help. I tried to get her to use stuff, but she's just not in it. But she definitely has got wrinkles. She does get milia, quite a lot of milia, but she looks really, really good for her, 80 years. And then there's me, I'm 48 and I think my skin is in pretty good condition. I do definitely have fine lines, particularly around the eye area. And then I've got some wrinkles developing on my forehead and more like frown lines. But overall, I think I'm in pretty good nick. That said, I still am into my skincare. I love it, I love it, love it. And I want to help myself as much as possible. So there are certain things that are non-negotiable for me. So for example, I cleanse every day, twice a day. It has to be a really, really bad day for me not to cleanse on the evening. But I always cleanse in the morning. And also, I always wear an SPF and I always wear a moisturizer. Okay, I'm not doing it in the right order. The other things that I do is I do use retinol every now and again. I don't use it constantly, but I think for me the key thing to keeping nice skin is cleansing, being really, really diligent with the cleansing, really, really diligent with sunscreen. So making sure that I do have sun damage, but kind of trying to avoid getting any more sun damage, although I invariably burn myself every year when I go to Spain, but anyway, or somewhere hot, but that's another story. But the other thing that I do is I do exfoliate. Now, in the past, I used to use what I would call manual or physical exfoliants, i.e. A scrub that's got some sort of granule in it, be it a plastic sphere or be it, which now I would definitely not use because of understanding the damage that is doing to our planet, but it could be like a ground nut or something like that, a seed that's been ground up, some sort of powdery texture, and that kind of physically or manually, mechanically, I kind of say, rubs off dead skin. But what I actually prefer is using acid. So lactic acid, long story here, but lactic acid is one of the acids that I use on a frequent basis to make sure that my skin is looking bright and that I'm getting rid of dead skin cells. I've tried a variety of different lactic acids, so I felt like I was in a good place to kind of, do a comparison for this one. I know that they have, so the other Good Genes one is a glycolic acid base serum. One day I'm sure I'll try it. I'll be interested to see how it works for me. Again, I use glycolic acid as well. I've used loads of different products, and it's an ingredient that I do actually like, just as I like lactic acid. And before I actually get on to stop waffling and tell you what I think about Good Genes, I do want to tell you that I really, really believe in the power of lactic acid specifically. And you may have heard me talk in the past in a variety of different videos. I think I mentioned it, last time I mentioned it was in my roundup video for the end of the year, but I love having milk baths. And one of the ways to have a really inexpensive but luxurious feel to a bath is just to chuck in some powdered dried milk, and it dissolves in the water and you're sitting in a milk bath. It doesn't smell and it really, really softens the skin. So I completely understand, why lactic acid is a great exfoliant, why it's a great skincare product. The instructions for Good Genes say that you should apply 1 to 2 pumps to clean dry skin as a leave-on treatment. You can apply it on top of the sleeping oil, which I never got to on top of Luna, and you can apply it before moisturizer. And then it says, and I did not try this, for sensitive skin, use as a mask. Apply 1 to 3 pumps to clean dry skin and leave on for 15 minutes. Rinse well and pat dry. So I guess that what they're saying here is that some skins are too sensitive to deal with the lactic acid on a daily basis, and so you can do it as like a once a week kind of a treatment where you put 3 pumps on, leave it for 15 minutes and then remove it. I didn't do that because I don't have an issue with lactic acid. I've never had a reaction to it. In fact, my skin likes it, and I have to say my skin liked Good Genes. This came with a little pump. This is obviously not full size. I don't know how much this duo cost me, but the in the UK, the full size Good Genes is around 42 or one of the sizes. See, look, I did it, I timed it perfectly. There's no more in here. Okay, that was the end. So I was applying about this much every morning after cleansing onto dry skin and just, you know, rubbing it in. And what I will tell you is there is that faint kind of lactic-y smell to it, which I've had before, probably more powerfully in other lactic acids that I've tried. If you can get past that smell, I mean, it dissipates, it doesn't last all day or anything. I really do like this product. It does brighten the skin, it does make it feel smoother, and you know, you can, I think, if you've got normal skin, maybe if you've got sensitive, no, but if you've got normal to oily combination skin, then you will be fine. Even dry skin, you'll be fine with applying it every day. However, what I will say to you is I am no more impressed with Good Genes by Sunday Riley than I am by the, for example, the Inky List lactic acid. And the price point comparison is dramatic. Inky List's lactic acid is around the £6 to £7 point. This, you know, I just said £42. It's a dramatic difference in price. And to be honest with you, I do not think it is worth spending the extra money. Now, if you are a massive Sunday Riley supporter, please let me know what I'm missing out on here. What is it that I've missed in terms of why I would spend that amount of money on something that I can get way cheaper and get the same results for. Also, to let you know, Superdrug Me Plus range, they also do a lactic acid, as do many other beauty brands. So it's worth trying out different ones if you're going to go down the route of lactic acid, which for me is kind of one of the most gentle exfoliants that are not scrubs that you can get. And as I said, I'm not really into the scrubs. I'm not recommending those. And then just to add on, really did like the sunscreen. It didn't pile. I have had a lot of problems with piling, I don't know. You know, when you put something on top of something else and then it bubbles up. But I've got a feeling that's my primer, because on the days that I haven't used the primer and I've just used this, it's been fine. So this is okay. That said, I mentioned this on my Mumsnet, it's not mine, on the Mumsnet thread I'm on, where we have, it's a whole load of beauty addicts there, beauty product addicts. And someone said that actually this does not compare to Korean and Japanese sunscreens. It might have been Japanese sunscreens. I can't remember if it was Korean or... I haven't gone down the K&J beauty route yet. I know I need to. But I like this. I don't think it pips the post though to my Holy Grail sunscreen, which is the Body Shop one, which, by the way, I feel like the version I like has been discontinued, because the last couple of times I looked at it on the website, it's not been there. Hopefully they're just reformulating or something, or there's been a problem with ingredients, which we have a lot of at the moment in the UK. Thank you very much, Brexit. Yeah, so we've had a lot of challenges with supply, and I'm putting it down to Brexit. But anyway, I did like this. Of course, it's not a massive amount, so you know, maybe if I'd used it longer, I would have had issues with it or not. It would become Holy Grail. But for now, I can say that this was fine in terms of the sunscreen. But yeah, I did like Good Genes, but you know, I wouldn't spend my. I choose to prioritize my money elsewhere. Anyway, just a reminder, you can connect with me on multiple different social media platforms. I have a mailing list which you can join if you go onto my website. Go onto my website, selfcarekaren.com, and I also have an Etsy shop where I sell different sorts of self-care tools, targeting you know, busy mums, women the world over. I sell challenges, meditation scripts, EFT scripts, and also I sell personalized skincare recommendations. So if you haven't checked out my shop, you can do so. And if you join the mailing list, not only do you get free downloads like my weekly habit tracker, but you also get a discount to my Etsy shop. Anyway, I think that's enough self-promotion for today's video. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.